Hey guys, I'm the Hacksmith, and this is Make It Real. About a year ago, my team and I set out to make the world's heaviest Thor's hammer. We took a replica Mjolnir that we bought from the armor factory and we filled it with molten lead. It weighed in at 73 pounds, which we thought was the heaviest replica Thor's hammer in the world. But another YouTuber called BrainFoo managed to make a slightly larger one filled with lead that weighed in at 91 pounds. Regardless, ours was pretty awesome and made destroying things super fun. But it's not the heaviest, at least not technically. The only option to make a replica hammer heavier is to use a material that has a higher density than lead, which has a density of 11.34 centimeters cubed. That material is tungsten, which has a density of 19.3 grams per centimeter cubed. That's almost 1.5 times as dense. But it's super expensive. Pure tungsten could run over $10,000 in the quantity we need. Luckily, the video went super viral, and it's actually one of our most viewed videos on the channel. So we can justify spending thousands of dollars on some scrap tungsten to try making the world's heaviest Thor's hammer. Plus, we're actually making this as a gift for someone very special, the world's strongest man. You might know him as the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Icelandic-born Hafthor Julius Bjornsson. Is that right? Has taken the world's strongest man title years in a row. He can deadlift over 1,000 pounds, bench press over 500, and even throw a washing machine 4 meters. We believe, or rather hope, he'll be able to wield Mjolnir one-handed, just like Thor. After all, his nickname is literally Thor. It's no easy task though, because it's terribly unbalanced. It requires tremendous wrist strength that perhaps only Thor would possess. Our goal is to make the hammer approximately 50 kilograms, or around 110 pounds. Lifting it would be the equivalent of taking a 100-kilo dumbbell, raising it over your head, and chopping one side off. In fact, there's a great video on BrainFoo's channel showing bodybuilders attempting to lift his 91-pound hammer, and no one could hold it with one hand properly. Well, enough talking about it, let's get started. All right, is the modified hammer ready?
Oh yeah.
Sweet. So let's just open it up again, and then we can make it the world's. And the general plan is we're going to put pieces of as much tungsten as we can fit inside the hammer, and then we're going to melt down lead to fill in all the extra space. And the goal is to make this thing weigh over 100 pounds, ideally heavier than Stormbreaker.
Yes. So right now it weighs 10 pounds. So we need to add 90 pounds of tungsten and lead. Tungsten lead soup.
So one of our subscribers actually sold us the scrap tungsten, and that is his packaging job. I got a better idea. We've got the stunt wire system. Let's lift it up to the ceiling and then drop it. Go. Wow. Should we up the ante and light it on fire while we're doing this? So we have to do this quickly before the fire catches onto the Kevlar holding it up. Drop! Yeah! And that's how you open a box. All right, so we've got our chunks of tungsten now. Just this small piece weighs almost 20 pounds, 42.7. Error. Just over 85 pounds. If we can get these 2 big pieces and 1 lead, we should be able to break 100 pounds. We're going to want to fill this piece to the brim with lead.
To the bandsaw.
All right, so how the bandsaw works away on that piece of tungsten, I think we should probably do it the old-fashioned way, by hand. Just a sliver. All right, 1 millimeter. Is that doing anything? That took about a week of cutting to get all this tungsten chopped up. We went through, I think, 7 or 8 bandsaw blades. Tungsten is extremely hard to cut, machine. Basically, you're not supposed to. Tungsten is usually what's used to do the cutting, like tungsten carbide bits and all kinds of stuff like that.